Hello, welcome to the weather update. It is about almost 9:30, and we actually did see the sun a little bit today. Looking at the satellite, you can see we saw some showers this morning, and the clouds kind of broke in the afternoon for a little bit, and now we have the cold front coming through right now. Looking at the current radar, you will see just rain over us, some rain showers. You notice some heavier rain, so maybe even a thunderstorm right around Port Jefferson, Smithtown area, and that is moving all to the north. If we look at the current radar, we'll look at this radar loop here, you'll see it's all moving off to the north and east, so it's a southwest to northeast pattern. So it doesn't look like the way it's orienting, it doesn't really favor severe weather for our area. So I don't think we're going to see any severe weather. Maybe a thunderstorm, maybe, but I'm not really holding out too much hope for a thunderstorm. But let's show you what the skies look like today when those clouds did break. We did have some cumulus clouds, and then it just gave way to just some scattered cirrus. You can see there's some scattered cirrus right there, and you can see I went to actually caught an earlier train and wound up going to Twin Lakes just for a little bit. Here you go. It's what the sky looked like, and some pretty clouds, some cirrus clouds. And you see this. That's anvil blow off from thunderstorms, but again, none of those made it to us. This is what the sunset dusk looked like. Pretty interesting sky there. You can see the pinkish hues and then the dark clouds of the cold front there that are approaching. You can see, again, that cirrus being lit up a little bit there, a little bit of a pinkness there to it. And then there's one more look at the sky for dusk there. It was kind of pretty, although we did have some contrails on the way, but you could see there was dark clouds from the approaching cold front. Looking at our current conditions out there, you see the cold front already has made it through Nassau County. Temperatures have dropped into the 50s. However, you can still see some 60s across Suffolk County. But this is the front right here. You can see temperatures have definitely dropped behind it. So the front is in the process of moving through Long Island right now. And if we were to look at Farmingdale, you'll see the winds have shifted to the north-northwest, and the dew point is down to 50. So it was a little damp earlier on. We'll take a look at that in a moment. We're going to look at some of our observations, and you'll see that we actually did manage to get up into the 60s today, mid-60s it looks like, before, again, dropping. So we had the south winds, the dew point's up near 60, and then look at how quickly that dew point dropped right around 8:30. It went down, and that was the front right there. Now the dew points have dropped, and the winds have shifted to the north-northwest. All right, that is the cold front coming through right now. So we'll take a look at our highs for the day. And you can see our highs generally mid-60s, closer to 70 in New Jersey, or it was even warmer. We had the sea breeze, which helped to keep the temperatures down a little bit. But other than that, you can see the wind gusts too. That's the cold front right there. 22-mile-an-hour wind gusts right there. So the cold front is coming through. And if we pan this all out, you can see the frost and freeze warnings for. Look at all that in the Midwest there. If we look at some of these current you can see it's going to look at how cold it is. Henderson City, 39, 19 with the dew point. So we're not going to see the air that's going to be quite that cold because it's diving into the Midwest before it gets here. But still, that's pretty chilly for that far south. It's even going to affect Florida. So yeah, 30s, and it's fairly early. So Farmington Airport, 39 with the dew point of 16. So yeah, that's pretty chilly. So that's why they have those frost and freeze warnings out. And you can see this is a freeze watch for that area. This is a freeze warning for this area, and frost watch. And this here, in the navy blue here, this is a freeze warning. So yeah, they're gonna go below freezing tonight for sure in these areas. Now we'll have to see if that gets extended further east. But that's the kind of air mass that is making its way, though. Again, with the way it's diving into the Midwest first. Probably not going to see because it's going to the Midwest first, and then it's not coming straight out of Canada, so it will moderate somewhat. So if we're looking at the models here, you'll see cold fronts passing through tonight, low pressure in the Great Lakes, high pressure in the upper Midwest. That gives us, you'll see what I mean with the wind flow here. So we'll draw this out here, and you'll see the cool air has got to go like this before it gets to us. So that's why it's not going to be as cold as it could be, but it's still going to be cold. So west to west-southwest flow with the orientation of that low. So as we make it into the week here, you'll see that low kind of sits in the Great Lakes, keeping us in that westerly pattern. the high pressure over us, and that high pressure will continue to give us fair weather, it looks like, and we'll have fair weather for the entire week ahead. So we're gonna stick with the GFS here. I mean, I guess I could use the HRRR, but the problem is we don't have any of this. We have 19 hours of the zeros again. I guess that's enough. And we'll just show you again that we will have some rain showers tonight, and they will linger around a little bit, especially east over Long Island to maybe a little after midnight, and then it should taper off. Though it's still kind of trying to pop something up here right around 6, 7 a.m. This is the HRRR again doing that. Maybe a little too much on that, but it's still popping some instability there behind it. So that is the HRRR. And again, if we look at the dew points here, you see those dew points dropping. They will drop. Winds go to the west tomorrow. And you can see those dew points dropping, though it seems to have more of a lag over Long Island. New Jersey will probably have the lower dew points and the sunnier skies than Long Island tomorrow. So let me go over to the GFS. So we'll show you this. So here's the GFS. You can see that west wind tomorrow and the drier air. GFS a little quicker with getting that drier into Long Island. And then we have the west winds, and it continues Wednesday. We got that west to west southwest flow, but it's going to be cool, a west southwest flow. And then here we are Thursday, even drier air moves in with the west flow here. So yeah, plenty of dry air, low dew points. That's going to give us fair weather for the week, though chilly. So here we go. By morning tomorrow, we're probably going to be, if you're in Jersey, you're probably going to wake up to the 40s, Long Island, probably 50s. And for tomorrow, here for Tuesday, you will have highs in the mid to upper 50s. So it'll be a lot cooler. And then lows at night are going to probably drop down into the 40s perhaps. If we get radiational cooling, it could be 30s. Though I still wouldn't be surprised to see some up to 30s, being that they're already seeing that in the Midwest. We'll see some of that air works here. And then here we are for Wednesday, only low to mid-50s. And then there's like a little bit of a cooler batch comes in for Thursday. We may struggle to reach even the mid-50s, so maybe only the low 50s that day. And then at night, obviously, it cools down. And then we see a moderation as we get toward Friday with temperatures rising above the 60-degree mark. Let's now look at the skies. So here are the skies, and you'll see here on the GFS, starting off the clouds over Long Island, and then it clears out by this is the GFS, it's a low-resolution model. And you'll see Wednesday is fairly sunny. I mean, I can't say there might be a couple of stratocumulus around maybe, but other than that, Thursday, fairly sunny. Friday, we might start seeing a few more clouds, but still, I think we'll see plenty of sunshine. We can go to the FV3 GFS, which is a 12Z run, which is the higher resolution version of the GFS. You'll see here, clouds kind of linger over Long Island, but New Jersey, I think you're going to have sunshine after 11 o'clock noon, and then maybe some other clouds may build in around like 3 or 4 o'clock. Another area of it's just instability cloudiness comes in. Here we are Wednesday, and again, it looks like it wants to develop some clouds over Long Island. And this is going to be instability cloudiness, so it starts out clear in the morning, and then we have some instability cloudiness like later in the day, like 2 o'clock or so. All right, this almost looks like a secondary front that's trying to come through. Let's go to the RGM, because again, the models have different opinions on the clouds. If we go to tomorrow here, you see RGM is much less with the clouds, and it has this mostly sunny. Even Long Island has mostly sunny. Here we are for Wednesday, we're mostly sunny, and it keeps those clouds kind of away, those stratocumulus clouds. Here we are Thursday, and again, we're mostly sunny, and maybe sun show maybe a little bit of small amount of cirrus toward the evening. But other than that, we have a great week ahead. Great fall-like weather, cool, finally, sunny and breezy, the kind of weather that you want to see leaves in, not when it's warm out, you know. And this will get the leaves to change because we need the temperatures to drop for that, and they are. So, again, get out there and enjoy this week ahead. We're going to have nice weather, and that is going to wrap up this weather update again. We'll take one more look at the radar here. But before we get to that, we still have to deal with the rain tonight, so just keep that in mind. Won't be huge amounts of rain, but you know, just keep the umbrella handy if you're going to be out tonight. But I think by the time most of us get up tomorrow, I don't think we'll have to worry about any more rain. So that is going to wrap up this weather update. Have a good night.